Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. We're going to be building a house in The Sims 1, but each room is a different color. This is the exterior of the house we're going to be furnishing. We've got 6 rooms downstairs, 4 rooms upstairs, so it's a total of 10 colors we're going to be using. I don't know where we should start. I would say the little entrance hall area, but I don't know specifically what really needs to go in there. Let's start with this room here and say this is going to be the living room. How about purple for this room? We're just going to ignore the brown medieval doors and the other wood interior doors. It might be a bit difficult to find objects that match the bright purple carpet. Maybe if we put a few objects down, for example this purple couch or some purple chairs, because this almost looks pink on this carpet, but I feel like this is purple. Whereas this chair I would say is pink. This arcade game, I mean, it's got blue, it's got white, we've got a bit of yellow. But I think when you look at it from the front, it's got quite a lot of purple in the design. So I think it would be okay to use. We could also use this pinball machine. I think maybe I prefer this purple carpet. It's a bit lighter. But then we should probably change the wall covering because it looks blue now. This wall covering's got a bright yellow stripe, although it kind of matches the screen of the arcade game. There's something yellow on there. But I think this wall paneling might be a bit nicer, so we might go with that. I just don't know how strict I really see us being, because, for example, these counters, they've got a bit of green in the door. This light is not green at all, but we need some kind of lighting. There isn't really an obvious purple light, I don't think. The Vacation Island light box, that's got a bit of purple. The mountain is purple. Should we use that? Let's have the Duke de Bula Memorial Surfboard, because this, it's not fully purple, but I feel like it's mostly purple. I have no idea what this room is going to be. I think this is going to be a bathroom. We're going to go for a white bathroom because I think that will be the easiest thing to do. Does that look a little bit sad and sorry? Should we have more cabinets, maybe all the way down this side of the room? You're not going to be able to get in the bath though. What if we had a shower instead? We could put the shower in this little nook part of the room and then put the toilet there. That could work. We could even have 2 sinks. That's a bit fancy. I want to do the kitchen next because I'm quite aware that we're going to be a bit limited with the color options. Just based off fridges, we could do light blue, silver. I don't know if silver is really a color. Is silver a color or is silver a version of gray? We could do brown or we could do black. We can't do white because we've done the bathroom white. I think we're going to have a go at a black kitchen, and if it doesn't work, we'll have to change our plan. Although, are there any black counters? I guess these are kind of black. Or these, I would call those black, although the doors on the front look kind of dark green to me. Let's go with them for now. We don't really have a black sink, so it will have to be silver. We could go for a plain black wall covering, although I actually think this zebra one looks quite good because it brings out the little touches of white and silver that we have in these existing objects. I think that looks quite good actually. I don't think we can really get away with having a food processor because it's very obviously white, or a microwave or anything like that. Maybe a black trash can would be good. There's enough space to have a little table and chairs in this corner of the kitchen. I was thinking we'd have like a bigger dining room in this space next to the kitchen, but do we need to? If we've got a seating area in here? Yes, I think we do need to, because I'm imagining more than 2 Sims would live in this house. It's quite big. Should we have a brown dining room? I guess we could have a red one, or blue, or we can't do white or black because we've used those colors. Or we could do green. We've got dining tables in all of those colors. I think brown would be better though because it would fill the space a bit more. Although, maybe we don't need to just have one table. We could have kind of lots of little tables, like this one we've got in the kitchen. Let's be different and let's go for the green because this table has a matching chair. So although this is just going to look like a cafeteria, isn't it? Yeah, I don't know. It is green, but it's not really the vibe. I think we should go for brown. Let's go for brown. We're going to delete these. I don't know if this wood paneling is a little bit extreme. Let's put in the dining table I was thinking of using, and then we'll reevaluate. I think it's okay, although this table is quite elegant. The wood is quite shiny. It's quite expensive. It's quite intricately carved and everything. And I think these chairs and the wall covering are a little bit more wood cabin vibes. What about this deadwood mortared wall panel? I don't know, it still looks kind of like the wood cabin. I don't know if we want that. We could go for some bricks, that's different. I think this might be the most appropriate option. Maybe we should change the floor slightly to something else. We didn't manage to have a bookcase in the sitting room, so I think we should have one in the dining room because we can definitely get a bookcase in that color. It's a bit more of an orangey brown, but I don't think we can afford to be too strict. The bonsai tree looks kind of like it has a brown tray, so I think we could get away with that. There's 2 rooms downstairs we haven't furnished yet, but I think I'd like to put at least 1 bedroom in and then see what we've got left over. We could do a yellow bedroom or maybe a red or pink. There's also the red child single bed. This bed I would say is purple, so I don't think we can use that because the living room is purple. We could do dark blue. That could be quite sort of luxurious maybe. Or green. I think we might go for green and use this 4-poster bed. We could mix and match a dark green and maybe light green as well. I think it would look better if we just went for the dark green. Although actually this wall covering is quite light, but it's kind of muted. It's not like super bright green. Or we could go for maybe this dark green paneling. I feel like this floor's got a bit of blue in it. It looks quite nice actually. But we don't really have a green end table. There's these ones. The wood on the top is red. And the drawer handles are also red. Maybe we could just not have end tables. We could have this desk, which I think matches the bed. I feel like we do need a dresser though, so maybe we're gonna just have to go for this one. I think it would be a good time to put in a few house plants, because it doesn't look like there's gonna be a ton of them in any of the other rooms of the house. I wonder if there's just enough space to put a Christmas tree in here. I think you should be able to walk around this space and still get into the bed. I think we should make a bit of a splash with a bright orange bathroom. It's going to be a bit of an issue in terms of which plumbing we use. I mean, we've got this toilet which has got like an orange toilet seat, and this bathtub, it's orange underneath, so I think we can get away with both of those. In the dining room, I said that these counters were brown, but I think we could use them as orange in here. I quite like the giraffe wall covering. I think it kind of works. We should put some orange wall art. On its own, I don't know if I would call that an orange object, but I think in this bathroom, the orange in it is the color that stands out the most. Actually, if we have it here, you can look at it while you're lying in the bath. I think we're going to do this room next, the one at the top of the stairs. I'm thinking we'll go for a dark blue, but I don't know exactly what we should have in this room, so we might just have to look for dark blue furniture that could make sense, like a massage table, maybe a crystal ball. I don't really want it to be just a random selection of objects, but I don't think it makes sense to have this as some kind of bedroom because we've got the stairs coming right up into it. So maybe just a kind of chill landing area. We could put some places to sit maybe. Because I put this large window here looking down at the patio and the fountain, I guess it makes sense to have a couch here, but I don't know if you'd be able to see that far from this side of the room. We could mix up like dark blue and light blue and have this as kind of like a large light blue rug or something. But it makes these spaces here look kind of small and weird. But when the light blue is just under the rug, I think that looks a bit better, because it just kind of makes that look like an extension of the rug rather than dividing the room up too much. I think I'd like to make this room pink. We can start with maybe very bright pink, and then we can tone it down a bit if it's a bit too much. I don't think the floor and the wall covering are really going together, so we might change those, but let's put some pink furniture in. I don't think we can use this daisy rug again because we used it in the purple room, and I do think it is more purple than pink, so we might have to delete that. The problem is there's not very much pink furniture, and I've chosen quite a big room, so could we switch this to red? I think we could keep the heart bed because it's between pink and red. The duvet cover and the pillows are pink, but the hearts themselves are definitely red. There's no red dresser, so whoever is sleeping in here is going to have to use the dresser in this room. It's funny because this bedroom is green and this is red, and this dresser is also green and red, but I feel it's fundamentally green. It's more green than it is red, so it's going to belong in this room for the time being. I wonder if we could do the entrance hall as some kind of silver or grey and count that as a color. It needs to be a bit distinct from the white bathroom. I don't know, we could just have a few statues and things in here, just so you have something to look at when you come in the house. Normally I would put a burglar alarm. I guess we can have a burglar alarm for practical reasons. Then it just leaves this room between the living room and the bathroom. I think yellow is the last kind of obvious color we haven't used. I know we haven't used pink, but I don't really want to have a pink room right next to the purple room. And as we discovered when trying to make the bedroom pink, there's not that many pink objects. Let's try yellow anyway and see how we do. I've placed a bar in here and a place to sit, and some counters, and a standing light. We could put a couple more yellow chairs actually. So this is kind of like a drinking room. You can sit around and just drink, and that's convenient because the toilet's next door. I think I'm fairly happy with all of the different rooms. I'd say it's about embracing the mood of each room. Inconsistency is key. It's a house that's about embracing the vibrance of life. The link to download this house will be in the description. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.